Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and hello, this is CGTN's reporter Wu Lei. I'm now at the Hangzhou, the carnival of this float parade, the cartoon animation world. And we know that over the past 15 years, and Hangzhou has hosted an annual celebration of this cartoon animation. And in just a few minutes, these performers will start the carnival of this float parade. And before, just a few minutes ago, we are going to talk about one of the performers here. 你好，
你好，
请问您今天是表演什么节目啊？
我们今天是代表玉环市文化馆来参加这次的中国国际动漫节的开场舞。
Okay, so these performers will start the opening of this float parade. 这是你第一次参加比赛吗？
是的。
Okay, so it's her first time to participate in this float parade, and we know that. 好的，谢谢。Good luck， 祝你们好运。
谢谢。
好。So we know that starting from 10 o'clock in Hangzhou and over the next 1 hour, and these performers will start the float parade here in Hangzhou in the 15th Cartoon and Animation Festival. And actually, we can see that this is the symbolic statue of this float parade. Every year, it's opening of this float parade. And this year, there will be 20 groups selected, and from organizations, from universities, from institutions, and from societies. And we can see that here in the Zhongshan North Road of Hangzhou, tens of thousands of people have been waiting for the float parade. And actually, this is the main road. This is the main stage. And in just a few minutes, and these groups will come to this stage one by one. And to host such a grand carnival is not easy. And we can see there are a lot of securities here, and also a lot of beautiful cartoons and robotic animals here. And actually, over the past few days, starting from May the 30th, we have been covering this 15th Cartoon and Animation Festival, and we have saw a lot of cosplays, and we have saw a lot of cartoon animations. It's the first time for the Disney to come to the 15th Cartoon Animation Festival, and a lot of big companies like Sony Entertainment and Blizzard Entertainment have also come to showcase their latest works. And also we can see here that there are a lot of vloggers and video shooters here, because they will record this moment with their cameras, and because there are kind of video competition, and these people will come to record this excited moment here to showcase to the world that how the Hangzhou Cartoon and Animation Festival looks like. And of course, the exciting cosplays and also animated. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. Now the host will start the Grand Carnival. And if you are a cartoon and animation fan, don't miss a chance to come here to see the world's latest and best cartoon shows and cosplays at the 15th China International Cartoon and Animation Festival, being held here in Hangzhou City of Zhejiang Province. And as we can see, there are two hosts. One is Chinese and the other is probably from Russia. And we know that over the past 15 years, this festival has developed into one of the largest and most popular cartoon and animation celebrations in the world. And this year, there will be 193 cartoon and animation companies from 86 countries and regions participating in this festival. But here at this float parade, there are about 20 groups from China and from across the world. And just now, we saw some rehearsing, including some African performers and performers from other countries. I think they might be university students to participate in this festival. And now it's a counting down of this grand carnival of this festival, float parades. As we can see, this is a symbolic statue of this parade. It's a monkey, and there are a lot of symbolic, wow, many beautiful girls and cartoons, very familiar. And performers, of course, as we mentioned, from Africa and other countries. And in the next 1 hour, we are going to live cross you the most exciting and impressive cartoon animation float parades in China. If you have any comment, please leave us here at the Weibo and Facebook and Twitter account. This is the opening dance of this float parade. And these are very cute cartoons, and people are very familiar with Mickey Mouse. And actually, over the past few years, the cartoon and animation industry in China has grown very fast. And yesterday we met some cosplayers, and also we see in the hall that people from old and to young have come here to see these cartoons and animation. Today there will be 20 groups selected from societies, from institutions, from universities, and from other social groups to participate in these float parades. Some are professional dancers, but some just practice and perform to showcase their love and passion for this cartoon and animation industry. Okay, someone just posted a comment in our Weibo account, said Grand Carnival. Indeed, it's a very grand carnival. It's the largest one here in China. And as we see just now, it's a Peppa Pig. It's one of the most popular and cartoons here in China and also across the world, because my son watches them every day, actually. Very cute Peppa Pig. Actually, in last year's Cartoon and Animation Festival, the director of this Peppa Pig came to Hangzhou to share his thoughts and experience with Chinese fans. Okay, just one of our followers left a comment in our Facebook account, said he's from India and he loves panda. Yes, exactly. Panda is one of the favorite animals here across the world, in China. And we all love pandas. Okay, another comment saying, hi from Hawaii. Yes, exactly. Hello. And please enjoy this grand show here in China, in Hangzhou. And now, yes, the weather is very sunny here. And another comment asking what's the weather today. It's a very sunny day. The temperature is very comfortable. And so that's why these performers can have a very great show here. And we can see here that the Snow White and the 7 dwarfs have been ready. It's a kind of flying dragon, very naughty flying dragon. Okay. There are several cosplayers on the float. And here it's a 7 dwarf. This cartoon is very familiar across the world. Every child loves the story. This is a chapter 1, the classics, again in the retrospect. The first, the float 2, is a naughty fire dragon. As we see, this is a Snow White dancing here. In this chapter, we will see a number of cartoon characters, and these are really endless joys and memories to our childhood. And for instance, the story of Snow White and 7 dwarfs. What a memory. Story really helped us grow the seeds of pursuing the true, the good and beautiful. Very little performers, very cute, very lovely. Snow White is dancing with her princess. Oh, these are lovely. Lovely princesses. Today, it's estimated that there are tens of thousands of people and tourists come here to watch the Grand Carnival, and each group will walk through the street, which is about 500 meters long, to showcase the works. Okay, the next group of characters, I think they are chickens. Oh, they are chickens and Zhou Bapi, which is a very famous fiction here in China, and from Gao Yubao's fiction, The Crows at Midnight. It tells a story about a very mean and cruelty lord who look at these chickens. These cute and kind chickens, and they fear no Zhoubapi's cruelty, and they can even defeat evil with a wisdom and courage. Because in this fiction, the novel, the writer Gao Yubao, this novel, the Zhou Bapi, has done some very bad things to the farmers, but these chickens has helped the farmers to defeat this bad guy. Actually, you can watch our live streaming on our CGTN app, and also Weibo account, and also Facebook, Twitter. Because today, as you can see, there are many cartoon and animation shows. Some are traditional Chinese, some are just world famous classics. These performers want to showcase the Chinese story with animated and with some great performance. Very cute. Look at this mouse and cats. These about 20 actors playing the characters in Tom and Jerry, which is a very famous cartoon in the world. They are playing the characters in a modern and fashionable way, dancing. Very cute. This reminds me that when I was a child, I always watched TV, which watched these cartoons, and I still remember that Tom and Jerry, and we watched them every day and tell them their stories with our friends. But here at the Cartoon Animation Festival, these performers just want to show their stories in a fashionable and in a different way. These are cats, mouse. Today is really a good day. The weather is very comfortable, and well, that's very cool. So that's the lasting charm of the classic cartoons. Okay, just now, one of our followers said he loves pandas. So here they are. Very cute pandas. I think these are foreign performers. These are little. Hey, ha, okay. These cute pandas suddenly turned into superheroes, because we know there is a very famous movie which is tell the story of a panda, Fu Panda. And that's the master mouse. Okay, these performers are from Jiaxing Pinghu Culture Center, and very little performers. Look at this cute pandas, these quick actions. Actually, in recent years, that a lot of cartoons and animation have used Chinese stories, Chinese characters, but they are telling the stories in a global way that people can see the courage, see how they solve the problems. That's a master. Look at these cute pandas. Very funny. Okay, thanks. Okay, this is the sound of sea, and we can see these these are the sea elves from the Pacific. Listen to the sound of the sea and imagine that you're barefoot on the soft beach on a summer morning. Feel the gentle sea breeze and talk with these sea waves. These are the ocean craters, but these little performers just want to show their energy and show their enthusiasm to the cartoons. I think here in China, with a growing number with a growing number of middle class family. These children have a very good condition to perform and learn what they like. Okay, here comes the seventh group. It's called Little Naja. Naja actually is a legendary figure in the Chinese legend. And look, this little Naja riding the wind fire wheels and wearing their red silk brocade. And they also have their flaming spear in hands. Actually, when we were very young, that we saw very legendary stories telling that Naja, who is expelling the evil and saving the kind, is very powerful, and it's a mythological figure that we admired and intimated most in our childhood. Very lovely kids. And these kids are wearing wheels, kind of balance. Very lovely. These performers are from the Hangzhou Fanya Art Dance Center. As we mentioned that today there are 20 groups from different social organizations, from some streets, from some universities, and from some high or primary schools. All these are our childhood memories. And these performers are just showing their enthusiasm to cartoons and even martial arts. Well, okay, thanks, good luck. Okay, very familiar music. The Monkey King. Wow, 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 wow. Look at these little monkeys. I think a lot of people are very familiar with novel Journey to the West, because from our childhood we saw a lot of TV series and also movies based on this novel. Telling the story of the Monkey King and his master, and also the pig and Zhu Baji and also Sha Seng. You can see at the stage that this powerful Monkey King with fiery eyes playing the golden Kauji right on the clouds. And it is said that if he flies to the long distance way with one summer sword, and it makes 72 metamorphoses. Wow, that's a Monkey King. It's very popular across the world, especially here in China and Asian countries. With many little monkeys. And these performers also paying their tribute to the classics, to the Journey to the West, with their passion. These performers are from the Shaoxing Xinchang martial art team. They are playing martial arts and paying their tribute to the classics Journey to the West. Very big crowd. Okay, this is the end of the chapter 1. As we mentioned that today there will be 20 groups and in 3 chapters. This is a chapter 1 and now begins the chapter 2, which is a cartoon and animation in Hangzhou. And we can see this is a float 3 called Magic Comic Books. And we can see this is a very symbolic comic book. It has magic. Just now we have so many classics cartoons, but now we will see some modern cartoons. We have come to the magic world of comic books. And over the next minutes, we are going to see and watch a lot of modern cartoons, including they are showing that to tell the stories in a modern way, including the legend of the white snake, Alice in Wonderland, and as we just mentioned that these are a very familiar story here in China called Legend of the White Snake. These 2 performers are cosplayers. They are performing this story in a modern way. Because this story happened in Hangzhou, in the famous Western Lake. And in this chapter, we will see many wonderful world of cartoons. Firstly is the Chinese classic story called Legend of the White Snake. And this comes Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is also very famous cartoon in the world. Look at these cosplayers, these performers, showing their passion to the cartoon and animation. What a memory. Look at these cartoons will remind you a lot of classics and also your childhood memory. Different characters, different stories, but the same passion and love for animation and cartoon. And yesterday we met some cosplayers because they told us that without love and passion they couldn't carry on. This is the industry that they have to take care of everything, including clothes, including the props, and they have, because most of the cosplayers and performers have to play part-time, so they have to devote their passion and love for the industry. It's very cool. Oh, look, this fairy tale. It's called A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's also very famous world classics. The story of a prince and princess. Fairy tale. You know, this 15th China International Cartoon and Festival, Animation Festival starts from April the 30th and to May the 5th. So tomorrow is the last day of this grand festival. If you have time, please come here. You can come here to enjoy the greatest show of cartoon and cosplay here in China. These groups tell the story of a Midsummer Night's Dream. And as we can see that a lot of tens of thousands of visitors and audiences are now coming to the street to watch the performance. The prince is fighting with evil. Look at this performance. We can imagine that actually behind the stage they have been practicing hours and hours. Very familiar music, right? Okay, and here comes another Chinese story. It's called Chinese Ghost Story. Also very familiar music. It tells a story about a student who's going to take the national exam and stopped in a temple and came across with a ghost, and they fell in love. But the ghost, who was controlled by a monster, and someone has to help the student to fight the monster and save the ghost. Look at these evil monsters. The ghost was controlled by these evil monsters, and it's a very classic movie here in China. I think most of the people who were born in the 1980s or 1990s have watched the movie. Although each group of these performers have only 2 or 3 or several minutes, but they have been showing their love and passion for this industry. Wow, look at this. This is a very famous Japanese cartoon, Naruto. This ninja. Because Naruto is one of the most popular cartoons in Japanese and also across the world. There are a lot of Naruto fans here in China. They're always following their styles, from their clothes, from their hairstyles. Very familiar characters in the Naruto. Now, actually, over the past few years, Japanese cartoons and South Korean cartoons are very popular across the world. And in recent years, a growing number of Chinese cartoons also coming to the stage. Yesterday, we went to the grand hall of this cartoon animation festival. We saw a lot of Chinese domestic cartoons. And many young people told us that with a growing investment in the technology, and this industry has grown very fast in China. So okay, this comes another Japanese cartoon called Spirited Away. Look at this very familiar Japanese music. I'm not very familiar with this one because I don't think I watched it. But in my childhood, I watched a lot of Japanese animations. For example, the one called Football is about the football, because the Japanese football, the animation is very popular. And their production, the animated characters are very popular across Asia. Very cute characters. Okay, here comes another group. They are performing a traditional Chinese paladin. I think it's also another very famous Chinese novel and especially very popular TV shows called Chinese Paladin. These characters always legendary characters in Chinese history in a novel called Chinese Paladin. Look at these clothes, their hairstyles, and their props. It's very unique and very traditional Chinese way. The umbrella and the props are very, looks like professional. Okay, one of the audiences here say, wow, very beautiful clothes. Okay, this comes another group called Adventures of Pinocchio. It's also a popular cartoon here. It tells the story of adventures of these little characters. And over the past few years, a lot of world-famous cartoons have come to Chinese market and gaining a lot of popularity among Chinese youngsters. This little Pinocchio. Although they only have several minutes to perform, but we can imagine that behind the stage they have been practicing for hours and hours. They are showing their love and passion to this cartoon and animation. And today we can see there are a lot of children, a lot of parents bringing their children. Wow, look at this. This is also another famous cartoon called Assassin's Creed. I think it's from the video game because a lot of online video games are also gaining popularity here in China, including this one, Assassin's Creed. It's very popular among Chinese netizens. They're playing the games, and now the game has turned into the movie. And here, these cosplayers are just imitating this Assassin's Creed. And actually, a lot of video games can be turned into movies, can be turned into cartoons. Okay, this comes another group called Sent to the Bright Moon. They're having their fans, their props, and dancing in a very traditional fashion way. Look at the facial expression of these girls. They're really enjoying the show. So do we. I believe that a lot of if you are watching this show, you must be enjoying this show, right? Here comes another group. It's called King of Glory, also very famous and popular video games in China. Actually, a lot of netizens have spent thousands of yuan on this game. Actually, one of my friends, in order to play well, he has spent a lot of money on this game. And now, these performers, these cosplayers, are just imitating this King of Glory video game. They are cosplaying the different characters in the game. And actually, the gaming industry here in China has created many jobs and opportunities for youngsters. And actually, yesterday we talked with one of the cosplay experts, and he said this industry will create many specified sectors. For example, someone can be professional designers, someone can be professional cosmeticians, and each one will find their role in this industry. And someone can be, like them, professional players, performers. They are showing the King of Glory. Okay, here comes a 15th group called Zhejiang. It's performed by Lanxi Cultural Center. This kid dancing team of the 20 dolls and define the cartoon character of Zhejiang. So amazing. Very lovely cartoon in Zhejiang. They're following the music and the naughty, joyous, and curious Zhejiang to feel their vigor and dreams. Very cute, very lovely. And actually, every year at the end of April, this cartoon and animation festival will be held in Hangzhou, and tens of thousands of performers, cosplayers, industry experts will come here to celebrate. This one has been the largest one in China since 2005. And this year, as we mentioned, there will be 193 enterprises from 20 countries and regions. Some of the world famous like the American Blizzard Entertainment, Disney, and also the largest cartoon platform of South Korea, Webtoon. They have all coming here to showcase their latest works and make new friends. And also Sony Interactive Entertainment. Okay. Here comes from a very popular and famous monk called Jigong. Okay, Jigong is on here. Here comes a little monk, Jigong. Jigong is a very legendary monk here in China. It's said he was born here in Tiantai Mountain in Zhejiang. And the Tiantai Mountain is said to be the birthplace of Taoism. And And Monk Jigong is very smart and diligent. He was actually famous for punishing the evils and helping the poor and the weak. He's always doing something good and punishing the evil. So that's why he was very popular among Chinese people. And these performers just showing their paying the tribute to the monk Jigong. But they're performing in a very different way. Very lovely and fashion way, right? So today we have saw a lot of domestic and world famous comics, cartoons, cosplays, and animation. Okay, this marks the end of chapter 2. And as we mentioned that there will be 3 chapters. This is a float 4. It's called... Okay, this is a Zooland theme float. This chapter 3 is called Greeting to the New Era. And as we know that, the Zooland is actually a local company here in Hangzhou City. It's a very big animation and cartoon company. And look at these robotic animals. Will they perform for us? Okay. Look at these cute robots. They are from the Zooland group, and it's a local cartoon company here in Hangzhou. They have developed some robots they are performing. These robots are performing dancing. Okay, these robots are actually a combination of AI, artificial intelligence, and animation industry. And we know AI has been very important in our daily life, and a lot of the industry has been embracing this technology, including this animation industry. We can see this company has developed many robotic animals, and robots are playing. There's a lot of programming and in animated figures and the characters. And many believe that these robots based on cartoon characters will be most popular among youngsters, because whenever you go to the market, a supermarket or an exhibition show, you will always see many robots in animated figures and characters. Very cute, very funny. With the fast development of the animation industry, and many believe that the artificial intelligence, the 5G technology, and other IoT technology were playing a key role in the animation industry, as we can see. Wow. This is classmates from Hogwarts. They're magicians, students from Hogwarts. Okay, these groups are performers from Zhejiang University of Technology. As we can see, they're from different countries, some are from different continents. They are performing first class in Hogwarts, a very popular novel, Harry Potter. Because we know J.K. Rowling wrote the novel for several years, and all the novels have been turned into movies. And this novel is actually can turn into cartoons and even animations. Here, these students from Zhejiang University of Technology are performing the first class in Hogwarts. It shows how they have their first class in Hogwarts. So actually, in recent years, a lot of global cosplayers or global industry experts have come here to participate in this cartoon animation festival to showcase their latest works and make new friends. Each performer have their styles. Some are dancing. Some are dancing in pairs. Wow, thank you. That's students from Hogwarts. Wow, look at this cute little another Monkey King themed play. This group is playing a Chinese Odyssey. And it shows that Sun Wukong, or the Monkey King, and his squad. But as we can see that there are still some companies here. The Bull Diamond King, and okay, it shows also a Chinese Odyssey. I think this is a beautiful Zixia fairy. It's also another famous character in the Chinese Odyssey, the movie. It's a very classic one in the 1990s. I still remember that I watched that movie for several times. It told a very lovely story. Well, look at this, the Bull Diamond King, and how the Monkey King is fighting with the Bull Diamond King. It's also their way to pay the tribute to the classics work. And there are very famous words in this novel that you will feel how pain it is only when you experience the pain. You will give up only after your perseverance, and you will feel relieved only after your concern. These performers are just paying the tribute to the classics of Chinese Odyssey. Wow, that's a Monkey King. Okay, after the Monkey King, we have saw this Grand Carnival. It's called the Carnival of Animals. As we can see, these performers are imitating these are performers from Zhejiang City, the cultural center of Zhejiang City. It's a carnival of animals, but animals are not here. We will see these animals very soon. But these performers are very sexy and hot dancing here in a Grand Carnival. But they are dancing in a very elegant way. They are showing their love and passion for the animated world. Today's really a good day. Look at the weather, look at the people. And as we mentioned, it's a carnival of animals. And now we see this is a group from the Hangzhou Wild Animal Zoo. And these performers are imitating different animals, I think. Like this one. This is a peacock, and this is a bear, and this is a Pikachu. These are pandas. And polar bear. Very giant and cute pandas. Polar bear. Wow. It's a pig, a very famous character in the Journey to the West. And this is really a carnival of animals. And wow, look at this. They are from the Hangzhou Wild Animal Zoo. These performers, they are showing their love to the animals. And we are told that these performers are from Russia and some are from Africa. Look at their dancing. It's very popular and very exciting, joyful. Okay, so here I think that's the end of our carnival and Over the past hour, we have watched the 20 groups of performers. They have been showing their love and passion and also paying their tribute to classics, including some Chinese novels and also world famous cartoons. And now, that's probably the end of the Grand Carnival. All the groups have showcased their latest works. Now all the performers have come to the stage. The theme of this Grand Carnival is called "Cartoon Makes My City and Life Better," and indeed. And actually, without cartoon animation, our life will have no color. And the cartoon animation brought a lot of joy and happiness to our real life. And nowadays, in addition to children, actually different groups of people have show their interest to this industry, because different group of people have different favor of characters. Well, as we can see, these performers are shouting and showing their passion. As we mentioned, there are many domestic players and also some global performers. Every year, by the end of April or the beginning of May, if you have time, if you are a true cartoon animation fan, you can come to Hangzhou and enjoy this Grand Carnival, enjoy these float parades, to enjoy the latest shows and the performance of cartoons and animation. And if you missed out our live streaming, you can replay at our CGTN app and also Weibo account and also Facebook and Twitter account. I think that's probably will conclude our live streaming today. And thank you very much for watching. If you have anything to share, please leave us a comment. And thank you these performers. Very grand and very beautiful and very exciting show and performance here today. Thank you very much. That's CGTN's Wu Lei live streaming from Hangzhou. Bye bye. See you next time.